Oh, we're good here. I guess it's much when we're back. Is that correct? Yes, it looks like it is correct. All right, we're back, and today I don't think it's gonna be the last episode, but it might be. It might be. You never know. But I am testing out something new. I don't know if I talked about it in the series or what, but I've been having a lot of internet issues recently. I went and got a new router because I thought it was what they call it, a gateway for Comcast or whatever. I thought it might be related to that because I had a problem about 5 years ago that was solved by getting a new gateway. And the guy talked me into getting new... wait, what's happened? Oh, it's like laggy. Not a good start. But anyway, yeah, the guy talked me into getting a new package, a new internet package, that is. And we'll see. It's substantially better, and it's not any more expensive because of a promotion. So at least he claims the promotion lasts for 3 years, which I struggle to believe. But at least for 3 years, I have basically twice as good internet for pretty much the same price. It was like $3 more, according to him. I don't know. This dude was like a super like smooth talking kind of guy. Like he wasn't gonna take no for an answer kind of thing. Or not sit down and take. He tried to get me to like get a new cell phone too, and I was like, I'm not here to get a new cell phone, dude. I just came here to get a router. And he's like, interesting. I was like, are you retarded? Like, the fuck? Yeah, you're right. It is interesting. I didn't come here for that. But anyway, otherwise, I got a new router, so hopefully that solves the problem. My only problem was, I don't know if I can't remember which series I'm talking about these things in, but I'd been getting disconnects a lot whenever I was uploading, like any type of upload. Good chance that this was going to drop connection for a little bit there. So we'll see. If that happens again, I'm going to be pretty pissed. But I guess at least that means it's not the router and stuff. So whatever. One way or the other, we've made out in some way. So we're going to do another round of Barons, and then we're going to go to Winter Spring, and that's going to be it. Probably. It's 8 o'clock. Again, late start today, but we'll see. We're gonna level. I know that much. We're gonna play World of Warcraft without any gear on and have fun while doing it. Talk about some cool stuff. I don't know. Have you guys ever gone to like? I've never actually gone to a store. Usually this kind of thing happens over the phone. I tried to do it on the phone. Well, I could have done it on the phone, but honestly, I think we did talk about this, right? I just hate being on the phone. It's just not for me. Oh, it hasn't been 24 hours yet. Fuck. Alright, I guess we're going to Winter Spring then. I set my hearth there, so... Unfortunate. It hasn't been 24 hours yet, so we can't actually do these quests again today. So we'll have to come back. Or never. Maybe we just won't come back. I don't know. We'll do Winter Spring one way or the other. Close this for now. We don't need to be in Party Sync because we've never done these quests before. But yeah, that's that. I guess we're doing Winter Spring instead then. But anyway, I think I talked about this last night. I can't remember. We've done so many videos recently. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. And I was talking about how I wanted to do it over text. And they have a Twitter thing now that you do it through. So it's pretty good. In fact, let's see this. Oops. Wow, what the hell did I press? Guy says, you are most welcome. I really appreciate you reaching out over social and giving us a chance to help out. If you find any need for further assistance, please let me know when we are available around the clock. I hope you have a nice weekend. You too. Thanks again. Anyway, yeah, so I was kind of surprised by the whole Twitter thing, but it feels like really, like, I have to say, like, really good. Like, this is way better than normal support. Like, it's so much better. I don't know how many people they have staffing this, but, like, it's fucking good. Like, this guy's, like, literally replying to me, like, within a few minutes. And the first day, I typed a message, and I forgot that you can't have paragraphs in tweets. I typed a message, and it was, like, way too... like, I wanted to type, hey, this is my name, then paragraph, rest of the stuff. And I pressed Control-Enter or Shift-Enter, which is normally how I do it on the forums, because I'm so used to typing on the WoW forums. And it just sent the message. So it just said, hey, this is my name, basically. And the guy's like, he's like, oh, great, what can I do for you today? Like, before I could even type the rest of the message. So like, wait, what the fuck? This dude's like sitting here waiting for every message, basically. It's like, holy shit. I don't know how many people they have doing that kind of thing, but it's kind of cool. They sign off with like a, it's like hyphen. First dude's name was OG. This one's MKC or MCK, I guess. So whatever, I don't know. They're all that many different people, but I'm satisfied. Comcast has been very known very poorly for their support, but I think a lot of that is false. Like I think from the get-go, it's just a thankless job because, you know, people are fucking idiots and they don't even know how to use their own internet. But it's definitely not. I'm sure it's not great. Like I don't know what $1 million or $1 billion company has great support, right? None really. Even Blizzard is not great. So. Okay, so let's see. I mean, we could try to kill these things. I'd kind of rather not, though, to be honest, because they are going to get the jump on me every time. So I'd almost kind of rather just kind of go out of combat with them each time. In fact, like, yeah, you see, I'm probably going to lose to this mob here. We don't have our big CD up, and this mob does a lot of damage. Has a lot of health, too, seemingly. So we're definitely going to have to blind here and heal up. Need to make the potions, too. Let's do that before we forget. Now I want to test something real quick. We can always run if we have to. But I want to see what happens if I do this one. Ah, perfect. That's quite good then. So yeah, it's just, it didn't aggro another one. Since I'm already in combat with this one, it did not actually aggro a second one. That's pretty good. So, I mean, we could skin them, which is good, obviously, but yeah, anyway, so my upload is basically 10 times better than it was. I used to have 5 down, I now have close to 50 down, or up, sorry. 5 up, used to have 5 up, now I have about 50 up, so we'll see. Hopefully, we can probably get 2 here quickly. Perfect. That is really good. But yeah, so we'll see. I pretty much doubled the bitrate, we'll see. It shouldn't come anywhere near, like, let's do a speed test now. Shouldn't come anywhere near interfering. I can probably stream and upload now at the same time, too, which, I mean, I should. If I can't, then there's something wrong. Having 50 up and only using, like, 10 to 15 of it, that should mean we have what we need, right? It's just, like, pretty scary, these mobs, though, honestly. I don't know if it's them or if it's just the zone, maybe. It's going to be like this, but this is definitely a lot harder than the Barons. That's for sure. Test is struggling to connect. Why is that? Anyway. Now we should be able to get in and out here. Oh no, it aggroed that one. Okay, I think we can kill this one within a minute there, or less. $780 up, or sorry, $780 down, and even while streaming, still have 30 down, so that's great. 33 actually. So that's, yeah, 32 and a half basically. So that's very good. Considerably better. I mean, that's even that while streaming is still 6 times better than I had while I wasn't streaming. So we should be good. This is really good. I mean, I don't know. I didn't expect it to be so cheap. I don't know why it's so cheap. I don't understand. Even the phone plan the guy was trying to get me on, he's basically saying even with buying a new phone, I'd still be paying less on my phone bill. It's like, I don't believe you. Like, no offense, but like that's hard to believe. Like, first of all, why are you trying to sell me that? Like, I said this to Cop, and he said it was because these people aren't there to make money for the company. They're there to make money for themselves. So, but I don't think that's true. I don't know. No, these guys are a lot less dangerous. Must have just been those one mobs. Oh, we got a skin. We need less than 70 points of skinning, so... What just happened? Oh, wow, that bleed just canceled the goddamn... That's unfortunate. Canceled the 3-minute CD ratio. See, even with all that burst, I still struggle a bit. Pretty much should eat every pack, I'd say at this point. I mean, we got plenty of food left. I should definitely use it because it's just gonna go to waste. It's just gonna get vendored if I don't use it. Plus plays so fast though with this. It's kind of wild. I'm like actually like clipping my globals so hard. Like I have to like be very deliberate with key presses. My god, if Blood DK had something like this, I can't even imagine. I'm clipping the globals so hard, I'm constantly using 2 spells at once without even trying to. Wow, that was a crit, huh? And so was that. So was that. Holy fuck. What? I coughed for a second and came back dead. It looked like it broke the, strange. Looked like the stun broke early. I thought I had 5 seconds there. I guess I did not have 5 seconds. Alright, let's get a little bit of payback on this guy. We got it this time. We lost Shade Scale already though, that was quick. If Shiv was a ranged spell, this class would make a little bit more sense, but I'm not really sure what Shiv's point is, honestly. I guess to apply like that massive slow, huh? Oh, I see. That must do a lot of damage. That's probably what I died to, actually. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. I died to that, don't I? I could use... I mean, I guess I could eat, but it's just gonna stand me up, isn't it? I guess not. I'm surprised by that, actually. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I got that new add-on thing, that Overwolf. I don't even know what this is. It says, yeah, I could see why people don't want to install this. Definitely do not want this on my screen. Okay, yeah, no. That's not staying there. Has that been there the whole time and I just didn't notice it? Problem is you can't... I could see why people don't like that. I could see that already. But yeah, it's whatever. I guess we'll see how it goes. The app itself, like the thing that you use to download add-ons, is fucking way better than the Twitch one. God damn, that fucking client is so terrible. So I think honestly I'd be happy using something that puts something on there that I didn't even want. I see why people call it malware though. It's obviously not malware. It's just another program I didn't necessarily want, but it's not actually malware. Soon these will be snowballs. Those little clumps of snow, that's the Christmas, when Christmas is around, Christmas event, you could loot those for snowballs. A lot of people didn't know that. I made like an ironic guide, like a tongue-in-cheek kind of guide, like it wasn't serious, but I think a lot of people don't actually know that, so. Yeah, these bleeds are pretty rough, but it's really not that bad. Just need to make sure I don't waste the CD on the heal when the bleed is on me, because it'll just break immediately. Yeah, it's like the CD is so slow. Now, I think this is always a feature of Rogue, isn't it? A low CD, a low global cooldown. I remember back in the day, there was like a difference. Like they had like a lower global cooldown than every other spec, every other class. I don't know if that's still the case though. But it certainly feels like that when I use Adrenaline Rush. It feels like I'm pressing the abilities too fast. Like I have to be very deliberate. Whereas with Blood DK, I might spam, even during Bloodlust, I might spam my abilities, like press the buttons as hard as I possibly can, just kind of out of habit, and I never have any issues. If I did that here, I'd constantly be using the same spell. It's like they don't even have a GCD. And the CD is not even that long, honestly, 3-minute CD. Probably what I think actually Rogues did use Ineffable Truth, didn't they? I remember seeing that. Like one Ineffable Truth for some reason. And I think it's, yeah, I think it's because they had the same type of interaction that Blood DK had with Red Thirst. They're like really fast combat now, though. I can't even imagine what the spec would be like not naked. This actually feels like exactly what I was wanting, like from when we were talking about this, however many episodes this was ago now, about how I think it would be awesome to have like really high damage but really low HP. And this is basically where we're at now. I feel like we're absolutely destroying these mobs. Bruh. Just gotta eat every time. No, that's gonna break. Yep, I'm not gonna get used to that. That's gonna be tough to get used to, I'll tell you that. Yeah, we're pretty much on our way to being done with this. I'm not sure exactly how many quests we need total, but 45, you know, I've assumed that 45 to 50 is going to be the longest 5-level stretch. So I'd imagine naked it certainly will be. Oh yeah, these quests are auto turn in too. Wait. Oh no, they're not. This is... Ah, the Juju. I got that, huh? Interesting stuff. I feel like I move faster too. I don't know about that part. Yeah, like see, if it wasn't for evasion, I'd probably die here. Certainly on any other class, I think I would die from that health with the same damage output. Now we're at 246 skinning though, so we'll definitely be getting 300 skinning today. I wouldn't mind going to BWL, but I don't think it's going to be challenging. I'd imagine even naked I'll one-shot everything. I don't see why I wouldn't. Considering on that hunter that's level 37, I don't one-shot everything, but it dies pretty quick. Outside of bosses, it's like usually like 3 or 4 globals. So I'd imagine we're probably not doing that much less damage on this character, because even though that character has gear on, it doesn't have very good gear on, and it's naked. Or it's not naked, I mean. Wait, that's not what I meant to say. It doesn't have very good on, and it has no spec. So it's like I'm basically probably more effective on this character, honestly, because I have my full repertoire of spells. Basically, I have 2 damaging abilities. Besides the auto attacks, I have Arcane Shot and Steady Shot, and Steady Shot basically does the same damage as Arcane Shot, so I effectively have one damaging ability on a variable cooldown. No, I'm not in stealth. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's also a quest that's an auto turn. 10k experience, Jesus. Alright, might as well just stay up here and keep doing it. That's the nice part about these cat quests. Are really all right next to each other. Alright, let's eat up. 1 of 15. As I said, not the most efficient way to level, and we might not finish the expansion. We might not finish here. One of the main reasons I'm here at all is because I really want to get skinning done, so this is definitely a really good way to get skinning done, these quests. I need to get skinning done, so I figure might as well do it while we level. Even if it slows down the process a tad. It's not really. I mean, most quests are... These quests are so good because there's very little travel involved, too. Most quests have, like, tons of travel and stuff, too, you know? So, even though it might be, like, slower than, like... You know, if we had 5 quests and 3 of them were kill quests and 2 of them were just do other stuff, then that's faster than 5 kill quests, is what I mean to say. But, doesn't really matter. Especially because you don't even have to go back to turn them in, you know? That's really cool. Really valuable. Oh, what the fuck? Alright. Was not close enough to use Marked for Death. Oh, 500. Holy fuck, look at these crits. Jesus Christ. This is pretty wild. That was like 10 crits. Pretty nuts. When this gets going, it is nuts. I'll tell you what. Very fast-paced, like unbelievably fast-paced. Is that gonna stand me up though? I'm taking the bleed damage, but I'm not standing up. Is that like a new thing? That must be like a new thing. Yeah, already 252 skinning, so 40 more kills and it's over. Yeah, and there's like another talent coming that's going to give me even more haste, isn't it? We certainly are done with those days where we were sitting there waiting for energy. Those are way behind us. Like, holy fuck. I have no gear too, man. Could you imagine if I actually had gear? This is kind of wild, dude. I don't even know what it would be like. Like, obviously the health pool would make this easier, but the actual, any amount of haste, like, I think my bar would literally not go down. It would go down and go right back up every time. It's hard to believe that this spec plays like this at max level. I can see why people play it. It's got to be one of the fastest specs in the game, right? If Enhanced played like this, my god. Enhanced is probably like the only DPS spec in the game that I have much interest in at max level. I really like Enhanced as a concept, even though it sucked recently. It's kind of been a worse version of Ellie or other melee in every possible way. But I got a soft spot in my heart for it because pretty much the guy who I'd say I should credit for getting me serious about the game for however that has happened, it was an Enhanced Shaman, and he, you know, had a good perspective on how to, like, at the time Enhanced Shaman was like not a good DPS pick, but it was a really good utility pick. So he always had some very interesting thoughts about how, like, you know, you do what you have to get into the raid, and then you wow them once you're in there. And that's actually, you know, good advice even for our real life shit. But He always overperformed on his spec. And he's going to be going back to enhance, which we'll see. He hasn't played DPS in a long time. Just a bombardment of crits, though. Still, I don't think I'll ever get used to it, honestly. See, I just re-rolled the... Not a good idea. I definitely need something to track the status of the re-roll. Or of the dice, whatever it's called. Because I just basically re-rolled from the buff I want to a buff I didn't want. Combat is so quick now that I'm kind of wasting a lot of these. And the actual CD on Roll the Bones is so small too. That's another thing with these new spells and stuff, or whatever you'd call them, interactions I've gotten. It's so much quicker now to get these major CDs up. So earlier in the playthrough, it was like these things were not up at all. Like it was like basically you'd be waiting, and that was when the mobs were taking like almost a minute to kill each time. See, like, look at that, was just completely wasted. I popped that at the end of the pack, and it's gonna be like 20% of it's gonna be wasted. More like probably 50% of it. I guess like you might say that this is like the refined version of what the spec has been in the last two expansions, huh? Because I don't believe for a second that this is how fast it played it in BFA and Legion. Maybe it did though. I don't know. It's just insane. With 0 haste, right? I actually have 0, right? Maybe I get some for free. Oh, I have, well, somehow I have 5% haste, even though I have 0. I don't know. It's just baseline, I guess, now. But either way, 5%. Let's put it this way: if I had 5% haste on my DK, I'd be like, "Oh my god, this is impossible." Freaking insane, though. I need to find. How do you turn those? There's a way to do it, isn't there? Turn the blizzard. The blizzard procs off. You need to do it for bear too, to be fair, but I just never do it. Yeah, like that's gonna last into the next mob, so I need to not put that away. I guess we kill some bears while we're here. Look at this. It's ridiculous. Jesus Christ. This doesn't hurt though, I bet. That's a 20% haste. 21% haste somehow. Still don't know why that would be the case, but... Sometimes it applies to poison. I don't understand why. Not sure where that's coming from. I thought it was only auto attacks that did that. Oh, even this guy does a bleed. Oh no, that's a movement speed thing. Not a bleed. Oh my god, dude, it's so fucking insane. I'm not gonna be able to get over this, dude. The first, like, especially since I returned from pre-patch or from that major time off. The last time I played the spec, it was pretty good, but now, after returning, it was like, wow, this is terrible. I guess this is how all classes are now, huh? I don't, maybe not, but... Like, it was bad, guys. I'm talking about real bad in the beginning. I felt like every mob was like a raid boss, basically. And now I feel like I'm basically in no danger. Like, I could easily probably pull over, like, maybe 3 mobs before I was in any real danger. Provided I use the healing pots well. Of course, we could always kite too. But when you have so much more health pool reliance, I'm able to go pack for pack so much easier. I have combo points, you know, constantly. So I'm basically doing more damage too, as well as more damage. Or I'm doing more damage and also surviving easier, you know? Like, it's double dipping. Yeah, I'm kind of doing it stupidly though for a few of these. Shit, what the fuck was that? Your wounds heal much faster when not in combat. Oh shit. That's like a really good one. What the fuck? Wow, how long have I had that? A while too, it looks like. And not that much faster. I don't know what that even means. It probably just means the health that you would gain ticks faster, more often. Okay, this mob is got about as many crits as I've been getting. $500 crit, 475 crit, Jesus. Okay, anyway, so we got 5 out of these and 6 out of these. And then we have a bunch more to kill. Wait, did I just gain that much health from eating because of the thing? I didn't even, wasn't it? I like looked away for like a split second, my health was full. Don't know. Can't even do that. Definitely would be good for me to track all these CDs and buffs. But fuck it. Who's got time for that, right? Not me. Yeah, look at 2 minutes of slice and dice. Okay. So that's a long time. And that's because we got the one buff that extends it every time you use combo points or something like that. And it just got extended like crazy. Kind of lucky there. I think he must have missed or something a few times. I was expecting to die. Oh my god, yeah, look at that. Okay, that's that red dragon scale looking buff up there. Gotta be. Yeah, obviously, what else would it be? It must have been pretty good back in the day. See, the mobs are just so high density, it's kind of wild. That heals me too, it looks like. The red buff also buffs out of combat, actual, like, basically anything that would heal me. It seems like it buffs. So I just should use that out of combat, and then I don't have to drink for the next 4 minutes, basically. Maybe not. Guess not. I thought I was doing more than that. Still have to wait for energy a little bit, but again, that's with no haste from gear at all. We got male feet again. Just auto attack. Look how fast you auto attack. Holy shit. It's kind of wild. Imagine if Enhance had something like this. Would be pretty crazy. Oh fuck. About to die here. I have 22 health, alright. 22 health, that's not a lot. Not enough, at least, I know that much. First time we were in danger. These mobs seem to be a little bit more offensive. And I imagine I'm still making a ton of errors with the rotation, because so I'm basically not tracking anything. I didn't think there would be this much to track. If I knew that, I would have definitely would have got some weak ores. It's interesting, we've like killed all the mobs. We still need a lot of bears and owls, but we'll go back to finish the cats. Yeah, with the leech buff, I bet leech buff plus a adrenaline rush. I bet I probably wouldn't even. My health would just go up. Feels like the procs are happening more often too now. I guess just they kind of just are, but per minute, not per cast. Could be both, maybe, but. Good. Very easy. Basically, health did not really move. Now the red dragon scale thing is over. Alright, back to reality then. Let's go kill 2 more cats. Then we'll come back and finish. Well, we have more cats to kill after that too, I think. Next is probably the named cat, actually. I think it's, yeah, 2 regular mobs. Maybe not, though. Not actually sure. $271 as well, so basically done with this whole concept. But yeah, that's the thing that sucks about using the party sync to replay quests. Like, you have to be 100% sure that it's been 24 hours, otherwise. Like, if I didn't log off in that zone and I flew all the way back there and that happened, I would think about how pissed I would be. How pissed I would be with that, you know? That's an unfortunate series of events. Okay, yeah, here's the final. Shiro Tom. This is a named mob. This will ding us 45 as well, very easily. And there's a very high possible chance that there's a rare there as well. There's actually 2 rares that could be there. So we'll see. Could be 2 rares to kill. I'd imagine killing any of these mobs would have been tough, but now it's going to be pretty easy. Yeah, there's the rare. Alright, let's kill that first. We got leech again. So we're good. We still always have our ace in the hole there, which is blind into Zandalari racial, or any healing at all, really. And then again, there could be yet another rare here. Cyan Rotom, but I've not seen him recently. Presumably the mate of this character. Well, I guess I could. Yeah, I just don't track my CDs. I didn't even need to use combo points right there. I wasted all of that. This is actually going to be a little bit more. Oh, fear. Wow, we're in trouble here. Blind. We gotta wait for this to go away, but luckily it's just gone away. Anyway, we gotta wait 8 more seconds for our Zandalari ratio to return to us. Zandalari is really fucking good for this, honestly. I'll tell you what. That combo right there is just absurdly overpowered. Alright, so that's it for those cats. Now we'll go back down here. Finish up the bears and the owls. Get those quests. And then we could turn them all in and do it all over again if we wanted to. I'm not sure we will. I'm not a big fan of these quests, and even though we're crushing them, it is kind of monotonous, I feel like. They're not great quests. I mean, they're nothing special, right? It's just your standard beast quest. I think a lot of people like that, typically when you're leveling, because it's really easy compared to those. Like, you know what I mean? When you're killing things in like 20 seconds or less, then, which I think we are actually at this point, but what's our actual kill time on that? That was a minute. What about the other stuff? 16 seconds, 20 seconds, 17, 17. So, well, I guess it would probably, wow, the rare died in 21 seconds. Holy fuck. That's because I had adrenaline rush for it, though. But, yeah, I think for the most part, when you're in zero danger, those types of, like, just blind kill quests are really just the way to go, obviously. Because there's nothing... Just kill, you know, just press buttons, things die, you get experience. But when you have to actually think, then that slows the process down for a lot of people. Most people. I'd say all people, but I'm sure there's people out there who have done these quests long enough, over so many years, that it's just a joke for them. They know exactly what they're doing before they even do it. I'd like to believe Cop's one of those people. But he does still struggle with some quests that I know he's done many times. It's odd to see it. Oh yeah, we dinged from that. The auto quest, or the, whatever, the previous quest was not an auto turn-in quest. Oh, we have a new talent too, don't we? Yeah, okay. Well, first combat after the ding is actually hard. Quite difficult for us. Alright, we got Alacrity, right? Your finishing moves 20% chance per combo point to grant 2% haste. Yeah, that's going to be great. That is going to be great. I'm sure these other things are good too. This is like, I don't want to use it. I can't do that because like I'm using Roll the Bones out of combat in stealth, so I can't use Adrenaline Rush before I do that. And I don't need any more CDs. I got way too many CDs as it is. Way too many CDs as it is. I just realized I went into this with nothing up. But, evasion's up now. That's good. Getting any leather, though. This character has not really gotten a lot of transmog. All has stamina as well. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong about that. I thought I've seen gear without stamina on it, but you know where I think I'm seeing them? I think I'm seeing it from, crafting. I think that's where I would have saw that happen. Because I don't think it's actually, happening out in the world, now that I think about it. What does alacrity even mean? I don't... Strange words get used in WoW. I feel like I've learned a lot of words just from WoW terminology. Always makes me wonder if I'm like not well versed or if it's just they're using big words. Let's see, alacrity. Brisk and cheerful readiness. Okay. It's an interesting way to describe a talent for a rogue. Sounds like maybe a druid or something. Alright, let's finish this shit up. Definitely not going to be doing these again. These are way too boring. It's almost like this isn't fun anymore now that every mob isn't a challenge. There's still some challenge, but it feels a lot more like normal leveling now, where I'm basically just no thought, just spam keys and they die. It's definitely more fun when we were in danger a lot, but That's how it goes, right? I don't think I'm gonna have time though. I wanted to try to get one more of these in, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm a little burned out, honestly. I wouldn't say burned out, it's just like I'm emotionally spent, you know? Like I had the great burst of energy and leveling, and even though I'm still extremely excited about leveling, it's like I tried all the cool ideas I wanted to try. So making them all into series, not realistic, I don't think. Can't do them all, like for, you know, whatever, probably like 80 hours of gameplay usually, I think. I really wanted to do a blacksmith challenge, but there's no way that gets done before Shadowlands launch. That's like the only one that I really wanted to do, honestly. That I haven't done yet, that is. I guess I'll just hang out and transmog stuff. I need to make videos, that's what I need to do. I need to finish recording these dungeon guides. I have a good amount of footage for a few more. I'm gonna get back to watching podcasts too. It's been something I used to do a lot when I was like making the Pokemon game or other hobbies, and I feel like there's been a lot of good podcasts and conversations that I've missed over the months of playing WoW this much and recording this much more so. The bigger thing with starting a new series is like, I know I will not have time to publish it before Shadowlands. Because these take like, what is this? Episode 17, so it's not that many. The Warlock one was like 30 episodes, 36 episodes actually, so that takes a long time just to publish. Can't just jam them all live within an hour. So this being probably 20 episodes, no, probably like 18 episodes realistically. I'll probably do, I don't know, we'll see. Probably do like one, maybe two more. I gotta find a good place to finish, but we'll see what happens. Realistically, I could easily finish 60 or 50 in this zone. If I wanted to do all the quests, I don't really want to. The only reason I actually came here was because of skinning. I had spent a lot of time here on my hunter, and I'm a little bit worn out of the snow. I really wish it would actually fucking snow, but it never does here. I don't know why. It's like weather doesn't work in this zone for some reason. I really don't know why. So what's the stream health looking like? Stream is healthy. That's good to hear that. This one looks like we'll be kiting. Yeah, fuck that all up. Oh yeah, next week's the Masters too. Fuck, forgot about that. It'd be weird watching The Masters in late November, basically. It'll be mid-November, but that'll be very weird. I can literally just spam this though, feels like. Yeah, pretty much. $280 skinning. We're about to be 300. We'll get 300 for sure. We still have... Oh yeah, well, the owls don't actually give anything, so we might actually have to kill more bears than we need. We'll be able to skin Old Sooty, who's just up here. Yeah, he's right up there. Oh, that's not it, the name. That's the mob in Elsamar, whatever that zone is called. Lochmodan. Lochmodan. Crazy. That is a lot of actions per minute there. Kill it. Jesus. One auto attack was gonna might have killed me there, so I was a little worried. Ten of 15. Where are the mobs? There's one there. Yeah, hopefully by the time we finish this, we'll be able to go back to the Barrens, though. I don't think we were that far away from being able to do it. I don't think I started too late. Maybe I did, though. Maybe I started like 9:30 or something. I don't actually remember. But I guess by the time we're almost done, so. I could keep saying that as long as I want, but it's not really going to change the fact that we might be going back to the Barrens and getting nothing out of it. We could always do other quests, I guess. There's a bunch of quests that I didn't do last night. Not seeing the owls either. Next one. Lagging? I think so. I don't know what's going on. Oh well, we're fucked. Just vanish and you get full health. There's a lot of mobs here. Or nah, there's not really that many mobs here, but We ran into one, that's for sure. I should definitely wait till this breaks. A few seconds only. Yeah, see, I thought that was gonna happen. Alright, we're at 289, so after... Or we will be at 289 once we finish the bear quests. I guess we should do the owls too. We don't have we have 2 quests to turn in, so we'll be able to get 3 more here basically. Might get us to 46. Not entirely sure. There's not really a lot of owls, at least. I'm not seeing any. That's that named owl up there, right? Stun this guy or whatever. Silenced, but irrelevant. Yeah, see, both of those potions together from 50% take me to 100. Pretty nice. Guess there's maybe more on the other side. Yeah, I think that's the case. Up here, there's some, right? Yeah, there's one. Already got 6 killed. That's interesting. Time flies. Honestly, this is fucking boring. I'm not enjoying this anymore. It's too easy. Even though I have to stop and eat and stuff, it's just... There doesn't feel like there's anything going on anymore. It's a shame because I was having a lot of fun with this in the middle parts of it. After, like, I got back, I found it maybe it was a little too challenging compared to where I remember it. And now it's, like, way too easy. Yeah, I don't really feel like adding any other layers of challenge. I mean, what other layers? I'm naked, what else? Don't use certain spells or something? Bit too late for that. So let's wrap it up. I guess that's the goal. Just push through, wrap it up, and call it quits. I think it was a lot of fun. The concept, like I said, it featured one of the most interesting moments I've ever had in any type of leveling or any type of experience at all in WoW, like for sure. One of the most unique moments I've ever experienced with those quests in Thousand Needles. Very interesting stuff. Very challenging, very rewarding. Probably the most fun I've ever had solo in WoW. Like, the most challenge to fun ratio, I'd say, because I have a lot of fun playing the game, but that was challenge and fun. A good bit of both. Hmm. They're not down here. We need 4 more, and I just ran out of water. At least it's like engaging because the rotation has so many variables in it. Like, between all these buffs and all these different things that you can get out of each spell, it's kind of cool. It's kind of just fucking cool seeing the spells, honestly. Like, just using the spells is quite interesting. I really need to take a ride around and see, we should get flying. We'll wait. I wanted to see like a ride around the zone and see what treasure chests are up, because that's going to be a big part of the future of this character. I might as well get going with it, but we'll wait, because that does seem like it would not be in the spirit of the challenge, regardless of how we feel about it. And 1 more kill. Then we can do both of these named mobs. The final bird should be up here, I think, somewhere, right on the other side of this hill. It's really the only place they are. Huh, that's weird. Yeah. I guess there's plenty of them, though. Oh my god. I still have uptime on, That's so fucking weird. How long was that slice and dice? My god. That is so wild, man. I guess that's like... They did it on purpose, because I guess most people don't want the leech buff, right? So they had to make that like somewhat viable, or more competitive DPS-wise. Alright. That is it. Funny little quest there. It's like making a joke at Deathwing, basically. Hellhoot casts fucking Rain of Fire for some reason. I love the spell Rain of Fire. I wish Warlocks had access to it permanently. I'm pretty sure in the old days, Warlocks Rain of Fire was just like Blizzard, right? You just cast it whenever you want. Wow, that's a lot of health. Funny name, mob, but... Oh, Flame Strike as well? What the fuck? Might as well pretend it's dangerous. It might be, you never know. It's definitely got a lot of health. Not really taking a lot of damage, though. Helps that it's trying to castle out. Alright, well, that was easy. Okay, cool. Let's go finish the Ursius quest, and then we need to kill 10 more mobs to skin. And then, very realistically, we're probably done here. We'll see. Well, maybe we'll go do the Furbolg quest, actually. Those are kind of cool. I don't mind those quests. These ones are just so boring. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, he's got the same health pretty much, so we're probably gonna have to drop combat here and eat up at some point. Just not really doing a lot of damage though. Oh, this lowers the CD of Mark for Death too, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Holy fuck. Alright, let's do it. Good thing that wasn't a bleed, because I wasn't paying attention to debuffs until it was too late. Attack speed increased by 50%. That's a lot. Alright, cool. So now we just need... Oh, what? We didn't get any skinning credit for that guy? Huh. Well, we need a lot more skinning then. I wonder why that guy didn't get credit. Oh, we definitely shouldn't be fighting these mobs. These guys are pretty dangerous compared to the other bears. Also, I feel like they have more health. They definitely do more damage, though, it feels like. Uh-oh, what's going on here? It's because we're not high enough. We might not actually be able to finish skinning right now. Yeah, I don't think we can. Mobs are actually too high. Or whatever, I don't know how it works exactly, but... Not good. Yeah, let's see. It would be weird because I thought I was getting a point every level. That makes sense though. That's probably why I'm short. I thought I was going to be way over. Like I thought I would be done skinning before I even did all these quests. The owls you can't skin. I kind of forgot about that or didn't factor it in more so. But I only needed like 70 kills and I'm pretty sure we had to kill more than 70 mobs. Yeah, it's green now. Huh. Interesting. So you know how I finished this on my hunter? Because it's bugged. Like I should be able to get to 300, no problem. Because the mobs are supposed to scale to 30. And I'm way over 30. I had to go do raid. Basically, I did the raid. And I'd kill the mob and then I'd turn on chromie time. And then the mob would be level 63 or 53 or something. So it would give me way higher skinning credit. So that's obviously a bug. I mean, none of that's supposed to work that way, basically, but the fact that these should not be green, let's put it that way. But we're at least almost 290. Oh yeah, out of water. We got our trusty jug here. But yeah, I guess we won't finish skinning here. Let's just assume it's not going to get done. I mean, we're probably going to go back to the Barrens anyway for another day, so. Problem is, if I go back today, it's definitely not going to be able to be done tomorrow. But I don't really have anything else to do unless I just call it short and then try to finish everything in another playthrough tomorrow. I need 4 levels though. I don't think this is gonna have to be like a long session to get it done. Well, honestly, I shouldn't worry about skinning. It'll come. We are in no rush for it. It's gonna happen regardless. Even if we have to get it when we're 49, or even if we have to get it when we're 50, we still can't do that. Would like to get. Let's get to 290 though. That sounds like a good number to leave it at. All right, 290. That's good. All right, so we got 4 quests to turn in. Now we didn't reapply our poisons either, I just realized.
I got a bad feeling. Long live, Greymane.
Good day to you.
What's the bad feeling? So not quite. Oh, there's 4 quests. So yes, quite? No, still not quite. Not quite. But we have another quest to go. Turn this in. What does this give? Oh, that's another 10k experience. Jeez. All right, we'll go do those quests. That's a good option. Is there any treasures? There's like no treasures anywhere near here. What was that area? I think there's supposed to be bulgs or whatever up there. There's a bunch of treasures there, and that's probably that cave. The Yetis. Yeah, I'd imagine so. And then, yeah, there's really no treasure chests in this zone. There's a couple spots that aren't out of the way, but this is an Alliance-only questing area, I believe. I don't know, though. No, I guess it's not. Spray it and slay it, that's Horde as well. Yeah. We'll see what the flow looks like, where we're headed. But yeah, there's no treasure chests. We'll get Shade Skill on one last time in the zone, but I really just a little disappointed with it. This is the one zone that really Inky Black is just amazing in. Like, there's a lot of Inky Black's good in a lot of zones, like most zones really, but there's some zones where Shade Scale is good and Inky Black's just better. But this zone, Shade Scale, it doesn't seem to work. We've talked about this a lot, but like the snow is so shiny, it doesn't look like it's nighttime. And Dark is really good against the white backdrop. So yeah, the Inky Black contrast to the white snow is just fucking spectacular, honestly. Oh yeah, there's a mob named Bear that we can kill up here too. Yeah, we can do some of these quests. It's not there right now, it's weird. Somebody must have just killed it. We'll do these quests. This should be good. This guy probably just killed it.
How are you?
Oh, alright, yeah.
You be careful, man.
Oh, cool, we got that. A bit late, though, sadly. Guess we'll put that there. I don't even know where I would put it at this point. I don't need it. Keep your feet on the ground? Fuck you, honestly. I'm so sick of saying that. I don't want to keep saying that, but it's addictive. Okay, so we'll go do 15 kills of the Winterfall Furbolgs. And then the Cauldron as well. This mob type should be pretty easy. It's like a caster or ranged mob. Yeah, it's getting a little too easy now. How much haste do I have with all this shit up? 26% with no fucking gear on. Wow. Alright, this spec's kind of nutty. That is kind of wild. 26% haste with 0 gear on. Alright. And this alacrity buff is just pretty much always up. I don't see. You'd have to be out of combat for 20 seconds, basically. Which can definitely happen when we're eating, but at this point we're pretty sustainable. Farm to table kind of thing, you know? That was a crit. I was gonna run, but then I realized I had the 5-second stun up, so. What type of crit was that? Wow, 766. See, it's still possible to die. This is basically what I was talking about all those weeks ago or whatever it was. About having like ridiculously high damage, but there's still being the potential to die. And even though I'm talking about like it kind of being too boring now, part of the reason that I think it would still be fun is because most classes don't have this kind of potential. Like I don't think most classes can do this kind of absurdity. Oh, I actually die here. In fact, yeah. Alright, we got a little lucky there. I don't know what the fuck that mob was doing. It was kind of just sat there. Looked like it couldn't figure out if it wanted to be ranged or melee just then. Oh yeah, these mobs are actually a real pain. This might be difficult. Drops these totems, then we can't easily dispatch them as a warlock. We're not a warlock anymore, by the way. Still used to that, but it's kind of a pain. You have to target them. Definitely better than used to be though with the warlock. The warlock couldn't actually do anything about it because it couldn't dot them, and the pet takes forever to kill them. Yeah, fuck that up. You have to have a little bit of dexterity with the fingers, though. The buttons, at least maybe it's just my fault, really, but the buttons are kind of all over the place. And since you're having to press them so fast, it actually is stretching the fingers a bit. I thought that was a mob. It's a rabbit. Oh, these go in your inventory. Oh, fuck. Bags are about to be filled. I guess we'll just vendor real quick. We have the yak. That's not against any rules, is it? I don't remember. On this playthrough, I don't think so. Actually, we need to keep those. We can turn those in. Everything else goes. Oh yeah, that I know what that is. It's a unique looking transmog, though, I'll tell you what. I still have this stupid Black Lotus. I never try to sell this. These other items too, which I ended up just learning. Oh wait. Yeah, I did end up just learning that. I don't know why that's even still in my inventory.
Good fortune to our friends.
Am I your friend? One yak or whatever the dude's name is. What's the dude's name? Something weird. I'm not actually sure. Oh, I wasn't zoomed out far at all, actually. Cousin Slow Hands and Mystic Bird Hat. That's it. Fucking weird names, man. I don't know where they come up with these names, I'll tell you. Just like fucking do this shit like people with PvP. It's like that would make it more interesting, right? Kind of weird. I never understood why people did that because I feel like they're missing like auto attacks doing that. I've done it by accident, like moved my mouse a little bit, and I feel like my character's missing auto attack. Yeah, I never figured out how to turn the blizzard alerts off. I guess maybe like it started with like really good players who knew exactly what they were doing. And now things have changed. Movement speed increase. Oh, look at the green glow thing. That's cool. Alright, well we gotta go clear the cauldron out anyway. Let's head out. So, yeah, that does a lot. Holy fuck. Not that, that's Earthbind. What do we need? 10 turn-ins? I don't actually know. It's just one of those quests that you can go turn in over and over again if you want. Earthbind, not a problem. We don't have to worry about that. This, though, on the other hand, is definitely a problem. Boots again. Wow, 500 crit. That's because it's between the eyes. That's why I forgot. There's like a huge, speaking of, huge. What the fuck is with these crits? No, that was just, wow, look at all the melees in a row there. Anyway, that's stupid of me. That's the only thing it shows, right? I thought it showed my damage too. No, it doesn't. But yeah, that's because between the eyes, crits for what, 4 times more damage? Yeah, 4 times normal damage. That's kind of cool. So crit must be a very good stat for Outlaw Rogue, huh? Or maybe not. Maybe it's kind of like Fire Mage. Fire Mage has so much passive crit that actual base crit is, like stat crit, is not very good for them. Oh, there could have been a chest here, but not here. Let's go check whatever that one is. I don't know where that one would even be. Just back here randomly, huh? Is there meant to be a cave here, maybe? My health goes up so rapidly. 291. Might as well get skinny. Yeah, that's strange. It's gonna aggro. No, it did not. Oh, well, that's definitely gonna aggro. Hopefully I don't get rooted or something. Earthbind, I don't think that's the same thing. Not Earth Grasp Totem or whatever it's called. Could have been a rare here. But the guy who was here before me probably killed it. Yeah, Rhyme Pelt. Doing the Echo Magic. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Let me go see if we can turn these in quick. I think it's probably more than 5, though. Maybe not, though. I feel like I usually, Oh, there was another. Oh, this build is marked as a release candidate. That's interesting. There's a new build, new Shadowlands beta build. It's 10. I guess we'll do that quick too. Shouldn't be that bad. These mobs are a little bit more dangerous, at least. I walked right into that guy. I don't know how it didn't aggro early. Another 500 crit. Guess that's what we should expect. Wow, 476 too with that. That's interesting. So that tells me that Between the Eyes does not actually do that much damage. Or fine, lucky. Because otherwise we're in trouble. Ah, I stunned the fucking totem. Fuck. Good thing you can't. I pressed the stun button on the totem. I don't know if that does anything or not, but it seems like it did not. Alright, there we go. No idea. Oh, I have that wounds heal a lot thing again. Wow. Alright, lots of damage. Wow, there we go. 474. Jesus. Alright, we need 3 more. Well, there's really not a lot of changes in this build. So I guess that's it. Grizzly Icicle, some Frost Mage change. What is this? Oh, a legendary effect. Your fire and arcane damage against enemies affected by Frost Nova is increased by 15%. Oh, wow. And your spells no longer break it. That's what it used to do. Now it says your spells no longer break Frost Nova, and enemies damaged by Frost Nova take 15% increased damage from your fire and arcane spells for 8 seconds. Well, it's basically the same thing. It's just they changed the wording, I guess. God damn it, so fast. This is just silly. 524 crit there. And the ability lasts a long time too. If I wasn't completely, you know, still a little worried about being vulnerable, I would probably be able to take 2 or 3 mobs out with it. Beads are not particularly kind though in terms of drop rate. It's a really stupid idea. How's Cop doing? Cop is currently leveling. Oh, he's 45 already. I'm going to probably call it here and then make sure I get to watch the end of his thing then. We'll finish up these quests and then that'll be it for tonight. And then we'll come back tomorrow and do a full thing of the Barrens. And if we have to find another zone, we can. But I think I'll probably just do another full thing of the Barrens. We can always do Southern Barrens. I'm not that opposed to that. I could summarize the situation for me though right now. Like, at one point I had to constantly look at the enemy's health bar. Now I don't. Now I don't even look at the enemy's health bar anymore. It's like not a concern to me anymore at all. I don't. The only thing that matters is my health bar. Like, I know I can kill these mobs. I'm getting crit a lot, I guess, but I know I can kill these mobs no problem, no matter what. I have so many tools now, you know what I mean? It no longer matters. Like, you know, even if I have to kite. Obviously, that was closer than I was making it sound, but... See, now it shows my damage. Oh, no, that's the leech. That's why. 735 crit, though. The Great Equalizer. Maybe they don't come from all the mobs? I'm kind of surprised I haven't finished this quest yet. Kick. It's such a unique spell, right? Because it's... I don't know how many people know this, but it's the only spell animation in the game that utilizes the model's foot. Which is, you know, quite different on every race. Like, I'd imagine what Torn would look like. Torn cannot be a rogue, but... I'd imagine what Torn would look like. They'd probably look pretty interesting. Zandalari troll doesn't look that crazy, but regular troll looks kind of funny because they have really elongated legs that are pretty kind of hunched over because they're the way their race works. And this quest might not be worth it, huh? Well, we've committed now. Let's finish it up. There's not actually enough mobs. Oh shit, forgot about that totem. What the hell is that? High level food just dropped in classic? That's strange. Wonder if that's normal. Has that been happening the whole time? I never noticed it. I doubt it. Oh, fire water. Haven't had one of those. That gives attack power, how much? 7? That's not a lot. Not much. But it's better than not. It's better than 0. The big thing is that it increases your size. That is such an important thing. Just kidding. I probably told that story on a different playthrough, but it's this really weird guy who was like, I think he was trying to make a name for himself. I don't really know what he was doing. I think he was trying to like make a name for himself on the forum so he can get more attention from developers, which is the complete fucking opposite of what you want to do. But anyway, I think that's what he was trying to do because he was basically just going around being really loud every thread and calling people out and shit. What's going on? Lag? Oh, don't tell me now. Alright, I'm back. I don't know what's going on. I really hope this has nothing to do with my internet because I really hope this problem's solved. The thing is, I didn't disconnect. So that's good. We'll see in the recording of it, but anyway, long story short, this guy was like hugely obsessed with his character size. I think it was like his main thing. You know, there's some people who are like, oh, I wish my class could get buffed. Oh, I wish gameplay could change. I wish blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? This guy just wanted there to be more items that increase his character size. Which is kind of weird if you ask me. Oh, fuck, what's this? That is a death. That's what that is. Let's run. How about that? A late mistake here. It's a pretty big deal. See that? Good thing we didn't actually die. 10 out of 10, good. Let's go wrap it up. We'll go kill that bear, and then that is going to be it for me. Doing these 3 quests in. I guess we'll quickly fly back to the Barrens as well. And then that'll be it. Hopefully we can get 4 levels from the Barrens alone, but I don't think we can. Especially Party Sync. I don't know how it's going to play out, but... I mean, I know how it's going to play out, but I don't know. If I make a mistake like I did the other night where I accidentally let the character go offline, that's the end of it. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, another very high health mob. And I don't have the other pot up. Probably not a good idea to be using that in combat. Oh, that's only a 3-second disorient. That's really not anything special. It can be used as another stun at least. That's the main thing, I guess. That's definitely the main thing. And we got the leech buff, so that's it for you, Ryan Pell. I don't even have to blind you to win this one. Just too easy. I mean, at least it's more difficult than it would be with full gear on, but it's just... I can't even imagine what it would be like with full gear on. Would I just be, like, killing these mobs in, like, 3 globals or something? Maybe this class is just, like, really naturally non-gear dependent. Gear agnostic. Not sure.
Relax. Bye-bye now. Hi.
Got a blue upgrade.
Watch your back.
Yeah, definitely not doing that quest. Alright, that is it. Wait, oh, Winterfell. Okay, that's that one. That one's really quick and easy. Yeah, it gives full experience too. Very good. There's tons of these mobs all over the place. Not sure why there's so... Back in Classic, I think there was only one, and if it wasn't up, you had to wait. Pretty sure. Well, maybe there aren't as many as I thought there was. Hey, what's going on? Alright. Fucking absurd, honestly. Absurd is what I say. Seems like the RTX is acting quite weird to me. There's no way to monitor it, is there? See, it's way too bright. Shade scale just doesn't work, I guess. I don't fully understand how it works, but... Alright, that is it. High Cheap Winterfall. I guess we can do that one too.
How are ya?
That one's pretty easy too. Just get in, kill one mob, and get out. Hopefully. There might be 2 mobs, but... Oh, that's funny. This guy in the forums has been putting end multi-boxing, boxing is cheating at the end of every single post he's made for like since I've seen him. And they're actually doing it. It's freaking crazy. I can't believe it. Yeah, this isn't even like, you don't even have to clear any other mobs. He does have a lot of health though. Most health of any mob we fought so far. And we don't have our big offensive CD up quite yet. But we have it up now. Whoa. Is you. Don't know what I was going for there. We'll definitely need to be blind here, I think. Or we can just run. Oh my god. Blind? 68 health, that's not a lot. Blizzard. Yeah, they're banning multi-boxing. That's what I was just saying. High Chief Winterfall, you didn't hear about this? Good thing you're not multi-boxing. You don't even have one box. Yeah, it gives another another quest there too. There could have been a solid chest there, but there's no freaking chest in this zone for some reason. Not sure why. Why? I still don't know how they work, honestly. This one would be kind of a pain in the ass to even see them because there's so many in caves and shit. But I am going to do it someday. Start making a document with every location.
Welcome.
That's free like 15k experience right there, right? More than that. Another 5,000 experience from that. That's the quest that starts the lake quest, so I guess we'll go do that too. Turn it in, we're not doing the whole chain, we'll go turn it in. Another 5,000. That was a good swing though, so we definitely are set up. I'd imagine we can get at least 3 levels from the Baron stuff tomorrow. Or whenever I do it. I don't know if I'll have time tomorrow. Sunday, Monday, we got plenty of time. House Cop. 46, 23 minutes. It'll be over his 10-hour thing, but it's definitely better than I expected. He was, last time when I started this, he was at 36. He's doing a 1 to 50 max, or 1 sitting, but of course it's you know, after the patch, so after pre-patch, so it's really fast now. But used to do these when they were like 70-hour ordeals. It took him like 5 days basically because he didn't know how to fucking level. But yeah, it's a lot faster than I expected it to be for him. He didn't even have the anniversary buff for like, I think it was 30 some levels. So that's kind of crazy. He would have been done already. He would have actually been under 10 hours if he had that, I'm sure. 16% more experience. If he got to 30, I think it was 36, 35 maybe. Even if it was 35, 16% more experience at that point. Where would that have gotten him to? Should have gotten him at least 37, 38, right? I don't know. Not exactly how that kind of math works out because we're not talking about, the levels aren't the exact same amount, right? So you can't take 16% of 36. It'd have to be of the amount of experience he's gotten up to that point. So maybe it's even less. Strength, what is that? Oh, that's cool. Strength of the High Chief. Looks like the old Quel'Thalas, or whatever. Eldrathalas quests. What is the strength of the High Chief? Strength of the Warden showed up. This is something that was in Classic too. Let's see what it was in Classic. I assume it was in. Based on the comments. Oh no, it doesn't exist. That's strange. Wait, what? How's that possible? There's a comment from patch 2.3. That has to mean it was in Classic, no? Unless they added it in TBC. I guess they did. They did add quests in TBC. Did they add some here in TBC? That's strange. Yeah, maybe they did. Alright, well, we are done. What is this? Oh, I never turned this in. Fuck. Okay. Let's go quickly do that too, because that's definitely more free experience that we didn't even get. Even though we got to run all the way back, it's definitely worth it. And then that's it. We'll fly to... At least we'll take a flight to the Barrens. Maybe we'll log out here and just get a little rested instead. That'll probably be a more profitable use of our time. I don't want to... Hate to end the video with something so boring as like a 5-minute flight or whatever it would be. But that'll be it. Coming down the home stretch. Not really any closer to finishing it today, but next episode we should make a big dent on it. Even if we have to do the Southern Barrens, which I'm considering. I don't think we did the Southern Barrens on this character. I'm not a big fan of the very early quests in the Southern Barrens, but the late quests in the Southern Barrens are absolutely spectacular. Maybe we just jump to those. I think you can do that. We saw it in the Northern Barrens, so I don't see why it wouldn't work in the South. There's a lot of good places to quest, though. I don't know. I mean, we can always do like Oldham or Hyjal or something. These zones without flying, though, it's a bit perilous. It's not really worth it. Hyjal's okay without flying. Hyjal's actually good without flying. It's not. There's only like one quest line that you can't do. Actually, no, that's a myth. You can do it. It's not Hyjal. It's Deep Home that you can't really do without flying. Hyjal, you think you can't do without flying, but there's only one quest that you actually need to be able to go up in the sky, basically. And there is actually a way to get up there without flying. Common misconception about that zone, and also about Storm Peaks. People think you can't do Storm Peaks without flying. It's not recommended, but you can do it without flying if you really, really wanted to. Take some deaths, though. There's some places that you can die. Like there's these jut rock faces that if you die on the edge of it, you can take your body on the other side of it, basically. Something that you normally need to fly over to do. That might be what I do, is maybe with this extra time, instead of starting a whole new series, make a character. Because I really, I'd never really explored Wrath. Like, honestly, never really. Like I always say, like, I played Wrath. Wrath was when I started to get properly serious about the game. But I was so stupid at the time that I just didn't pay attention to anything going on in the game. Like, literally didn't read a single quest. I don't think I even watched any cinematics or paid any attention to anything going on in the raid. I don't know anything about Wrath, honestly. And maybe that's why I think it's one of my least favorite expansions. It's very possible. In fact, I say it confidently. Wrath is my least favorite expansion. And that might be why. That could be a big part of it. I don't think so. I feel like I have some good reasons why it's not a good expansion outright. I have a whole video on that on Ace Games TV if you ever want to see that. But yeah, in general, I think it's hugely overrated at best, if not complete nostalgia, some of the stuff. I mean, the class design was fucking terrible. That's the thing. There was so many bad things about Wrath in my eyes that it's hard for me to... I just can't see why anybody likes it, honestly. It must be the story, and I don't know anything about the story. It has to be, because the rest just doesn't make sense to me. Like, dungeons were fucking terrible. That's the first bad series of dungeons. Like, Classic and TBC were brilliant. Wrath dungeons were terrible. The longevity of them was pitiful. Like, the heroic dungeons in Wrath were a complete fucking joke. And ironically, Greg Street, Ghostcrawler, former lead, the Ian of the old days, he even admits to that recently, saying that, this kind of go mentality of pure AoE, that he takes blame for it because he was forcing players into very easy content for way too long, talking about Wrath heroics. Raids, another terrible. I think a lot of people look at, they look at Uldor, however you say it, and they're like, oh, that's the best raid ever. And it's like, it's good. Yeah, it's a great raid for sure. I wouldn't say it's the best raid ever. There's a couple that are higher on that list than me, but I would say it's top 5, and it's a really good raid. And I don't really like ICC. I don't think ICC was a good raid at all. Obviously, it features Lich King, which was a very, very good fight, and probably one of the best end bosses of any expansion, for sure. Or definitely. I'd say probably the best end boss of any expansion. Amazing story arc. Let down by the fact that they didn't have proper cinematics in the game at the time. If they didn't have... The Arthas death cinematic is so bad. Or it is seen, or whatever, cutscene, in-game, whatever you want to call it. Compared to a modern, like just to see even like garages, like it's just so much better nowadays. So yeah, that's unfortunate, honestly, but it's really good storyline and really good character, obviously. But past that, 2 of the worst raids ever. Like without, I mean, they probably are the 2 worst raids ever, right? Naxx remake? Are you fucking kidding me? Think about this. If they remade a raid in 2020 with the pessimism around the game. Think about that. Think about that. If in Shadowlands, if you went back into Naxx, like if they didn't do it in Wrath and they did it in Shadowlands, Naxx 2, and it was just the exact same raid. The problem is that would never happen because they would do a full repass of the visuals and everything. But it's like if it was just the same, it's not a feasible thing to compare. But if it was, I guess it would have to be like a raid from Legion back in Shadowlands. That's the only way it would work. I don't see how that would be possible. But regardless, that's so fucking bad. It's unbelievable. And a lot of people are like, oh, but nobody even saw this raid. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, you want new content, don't you? This is so lazy. It's unbelievable. And then, of course, the main one is TOC. That's a terrible raid. Probably my least favorite raid ever. And then some people try to temper me on this, saying that it's like a filler raid. It was never meant to be a full raid, even though I felt like it was at the time. I don't necessarily agree with this. I don't know. The argument is mainly here. Let me just see if this rears up real quick since we're talking. This argument is mainly founded upon the fact that it apparently was not out for very long, which is news to me. I had to look it up, but it is true. It was out very little time. It was only out for a few months, so kind of like an Onyxia of Wrath as well. That was another raid that they fucked. Bringing Onyxia back in Wrath was just a folly. But yeah, it was cool. It was a cool concept. The tournament was all right. The dailies I despised. Really, the world content of Wrath was pitiful as well. I fucking hated it. Compared to earlier expansions, I feel like they really, they didn't innovate at all. They kind of just made the worst parts worse. And they didn't really impress me. The dailies and stuff, or whatever there was even. There wasn't much, but whatever there was not great. Basically just grind easy dungeons with a tabard on. It was first time that flying was had been out, and it was kind of mandatory, and I hated flying from the get-go. I never liked flying. TBC flying was passable because it was kind of something like a check, right? It was like, oh, you don't have flying? Well, you can't do these things easily, at least. So then in Wrath, it was more like, well, you don't have flying, you can't level. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, so everybody needs flying then. It was mandatory. Hated that. Heirlooms were introduced in Wrath. One of my least favorite additions ever, honestly. Threat was basically removed as a mechanic. Wrath was the first expansion that basically had no tank mechanic. It was in Classic and TBC, it was like a threat model. That was the main. You didn't really have active mitigation. You just basically had threat. That was the way the tanks proliferated across dungeon difficulty. A good tank was going to have threat on everything. It makes the DPS do their job better. Stuff like that, Then around MOP, they fully transitioned into a active mitigation model. But Cataclysm had done that too. Even Wrath was starting to trend that way. More CDs. But yeah, in Wrath, they really didn't have a mitigation model or a threat model. It was very, very easy for both. There was no real tank gearing. Gearing was a joke too. Do you remember tank gearing in Wrath? They had to fucking nerf Ice Crown Citadel, an aura, to nerf the raid because tank gearing was so out of control. So I did not like it. Let's put it that way. But anyway, that's going to be it. So thanks for watching. We'll be back with another one, and we will get the last 4 levels we need, hopefully. We'll probably get another Probably like 2.5 next episode. We'll see. I might try to finish it. You know, I don't know how much time we have, but
Need help?
honestly, it's a little bit boring to do this. So I'm trying to get it done, but I'm also trying not to kill myself doing it because I have a lot of other things I want to do. And I do not want that to override the fun that I'm having there. So anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. We'll finish up this playthrough, see if we can find some challenge along the way. Oh, that guy's got that recolor on. Oh, that's interesting. How do you get that stuff? Gold spine.